And guys, in the original world of Cybertron, there was a penultimate being that the Transformers were born from. From this being started malfunctioning as more, or like Transformers went farther and farther from their life source, so there started to be born Transformers without names. These were then, obviously made into slaves, because if you're born without a name, you're clearly, you're meant to be a slave. So there was the entire slave race of the Autobots. Now, there's this one slave, had no name, but because gladiatorial fighting, and takes up the name of Megatronus, from the ancient Autobot, the ancient Cybertronian gladiator. It gets a lot of in there, and he fights his way to survive. And he starts, having this message of trying to free the slaves, and it pricks the ears of one Optimus Prime, a Transformer born to be a librarian, fucking dweeb. It's born to be a librarian, a fucking dweeb. But them combined, they start pushing forward this movement of slave liberation in the Cybertronian world.
Continue.
So it's they go through all this effort, and of the two, obviously the High Council is listening most to Optimus, because Optimus is basically he's the liberal of the situation. He's we need compromise, and Cybertron, and Megatron's no, we need freedom. I'm not going to compromise for all my freedom. And they go split their separate ways, and then it's Megatron in his impatience, and reasonable impatience, starts the uprising, and Optimus, instead of helping, decides no, you're doing it wrong. So I'm actually going to fight against you. So the original war between the Autobots and the Decepticons was a slave uprising, and the Autobots were the ones trying to quell the uprising. The more you know.
All right, thank you, Mr. Troy. That was an excellent interview.